Well, welcome to Alan's Day. I did it again. I did exactly what I said I would never do again, and that is take on a project like that Jeep that has rust on it. Supposedly it's surface rust and the frame is good. So what I've got going on is I've got this 1999 Jeep. Jeep Cherokee. Got it for my son. Got it for free. As you know, nothing's ever free. So the mission is to take this Jeep and put it on the back of the RV hauler. Reason I picked the Jeep was because it's short enough to get on the back of the RV hauler and still pull a gooseneck trailer, as compared to the Trailblazer is 2 feet longer. So that's out of the question. So we are going to the Jeep. So what I got to do on this project is get it put together and working, so that when I get to my destination, which is in about 3 weeks, I'm heading down to Tennessee and then Mississippi and taking the RV hauler, and it would be nice just to have some transportation when I'm down there. So that's why I'm working on this. Let me turn you around here and I'll give you a little closer look of what I'm into and what I got to do to this thing to get it roadworthy and on the road. So this Jeep, surface rust only, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's a little more than surface rust on here, but I did crawl underneath there, and the frame on these Jeeps are notorious for rotting out. Did crawl underneath. The frame is good and solid. Yeah, it looks freaking nasty up here all the way through, but they make armor kits for them. So they got a kit that covers the bottom of the door, they got a kit that covers that whole edge piece. So between the kit and some screws and some spray-on bed liner, I think I can get this thing put back together. But that's just superficial. The big thing I've got to go after is get the drivetrain working on this. So I've got brakes to do. I think the front U-joint in here needs a little bit of help. Exhaust. Get the oil changed. And get a few other things squared away on here. This side isn't as bad. And with these Jeeps, I guess I've never been a Jeep fan. My son is, he's got a couple of Jeeps and he's just crazy about them, and he's been trying to get me for years to get a Jeep project going. So not doing any frickin' lift, just keeping it stock, but just upgrading the suspension, because where we're going with this, we're going down in Tennessee and there isn't a straight road, and this is going to be a grocery getter for getting on those back snaky roads. So like I said, the reason I got the Jeep is because they are shorter than the Trailblazer, and I can get that fit on the back of the RV hauler, and I can still get at the ball yet with that Jeep. So I'll bring you back once I get a little farther into this and start on the project here. Well, we're off to a good start. At least I got it running. Put a battery in, or had to put the jump pack on to get it going. I think the terminal's a little bad. It sounds like it runs pretty smooth. Supposedly this motor, which is the, I don't even know what it is, 4.0, and this transmission and this whole drivetrain with the Dana rear ends, and it's supposed to be the bulletproof drivetrain on here, so it's worth sticking a little time in there. Like I said, got a lot of cleanup to do, but it runs good. Oil filter looks like it was 2020. That needs that. Get the air cleaner. I am going to get all new brake line. Got an addition on this brake line here. This is the optional brake line plug kit. Comes with a vice grip here. And one thing going south with this, I need air conditioning, so I am gonna see if I can put one of those cans of air conditioner or stuff and see if that's gonna at least bring something back into here. So we'll get this off the trailer and see where this goes from there. Yep, there we go. Oh, looks like I got another something to take care of on there. Is a windshield on there, and exhaust, and on and on and on and on and on. But we'll see what happens. Let me get going in here and see if I can fit in this little beast. Oh, the windows work. We're off to a good start. But as you saw, the vice grips on the brake line there. I just hope I don't end up into the house with this steel. I can't see that ramp back there, but you see on some of those shows with these fancy Jeeps, they don't even use ramps. They just drive right off the trailer. I don't know if this is one of them or not. Whoop, something's crunching. So far so good. I will get it up there and get the AC bottle put on there and see if that does anything. Haven't done it in quite a few years, not quite sure how I'm supposed to do it. I think I got to turn the AC on and put the bottle on there. I will bring you back once I have AC, because it's freaking hot in here right now. Well, we got some promising news on the Jeep. Put a can of this AC refrigerant in there, and we got air conditioning. It's working. Pressure washed all the big chunks of rust off it. Now I got to take and cut that whole bottom end off and put a piece of 2x6 tubing in there and tear the back bumpers off. And they've got armor for the side that bolts on, and it'll cover everything up there, and they got the other armor for there. So we will see if she starts up after giving her a good wash. Yeah, I got quite a pile of rust underneath on the ground there, so we'll just ignore that. See if this beast starts up, and we will get her in the garage. So oh, not yet. Whoa, that's promising. Even got a radio that works. AC is working. We're living her up now. Let's get this thing backed up into the garage without hitting or running over anything important. So now the next thing is I'll get this up on the hoist and get the oil changed and transmission fluid changed, and before I get too far into this project, make sure that this drivetrain is good to go, at least for another few miles. It's never going to be a vehicle going to take on a family trip anywhere, but it's just good enough to get to town and back, and maybe play out in the woods a little bit. But it's not going to be a god dang rock crawler like everybody else wants me to do with it. So no, stock with a little extra oomph in there. Well, I think we got it. And that's the next project over there that's been sitting here for a couple of years. It's on the list. So I don't know how this one got in front of it. So we'll bring you back when we start exploring what we've got going here. Well, let's get this thing up in the air. Well, I got it up on the hoist. The next thing is, what I like to do on some of these older ones is get up there and clean them up. And I just take the impact wrench and I just start hitting all the hard metal surfaces. And you start knocking all the rust loose to see what you got up underneath there. And just let it rain with rust. So I'll probably spend about a half hour underneath here knocking all the rust off just to see exactly what I got. But so far there's a few little holes in there, but I think I can handle them. Or it's good enough for what we got going on here for this project. So bring you back when I got something really exciting to show you. Not quite know what's exciting on changing oils and things like that, but we'll find something. Well, the end of day one, working on the Jeep Cherokee. Got the oil change, transmission fluid change, transfer case fluid change, checked the rear ends. Just did all those things just to make sure this thing was viable to be sticking all this time in there, and so far so good. Air conditioner's working. Little squeak in it though, I'll have to check that. So I will just continue on patching this project back together. We'll see how it turns out. Talk to you guys later. I'll bring you back once we start getting a little more stuff done on this. Oh, and I got a whole pile of rust knocked off the bottom. Doesn't look too bad under there. Looks pretty ugly up here though. Talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.